I want to know. You want to know. We all want to know. If where was that? I know I'm not crazy. I mean, I am, bro. I seen it. Where did I see it? There was different categories though for like if it's I don't know comedy for instance, platformer for instance, third person shooter, whatever. Go down the list. There was a bunch. But one of them that caught my eye was underwater. Now, from what I can tell, unless they give us some planes like this in the future, or if they expand that to be water out there, an ocean like type area, give us some submarines and stuff to use, unless we have to create them ourselves. But either way, that was a category. I just wanted to say that because I was curious about that. When that drone hit the wall on this part here and exploded, that's what caused it was at the same exact time that the freeze happened. And the other scene that I had cut the content from because of the audio being so dumb. It had a drone at the top of the building with those in that giant cube that I had built, and I believe that it got destroyed pretty quick. The explosion is what is causing it. When that drone blows up, it's able to fly around without causing an issue, but if it gets destroyed, I don't know. I'm just not going to put it in my scene. I'm going to avoid that. Now, there may be other things like that that can also cause that I haven't come across yet. But what I wanted to learn today, if they have rotators, just get a simple node out here. If I could make you turn on and sway back and forth, just say at 45 degrees each way, like a seesaw could do. That's what I want to do for the platform teetering thing. Unreversed. I think you could do it. The real question is, could I do it? Do I have the knowledge to do it? Well, I don't know if I have the knowledge, but I can sure work it out over time. If I mess with only this right now, I could get it to work. Oh, and everyone to know it crashed on me in this. On just doing some simple rotations on an empty world. So it isn't just the explosions or whatever that was causing it. However, I still don't trust those drones. They're probably an issue with the explosions, but I stopped building on that one world because it crashed during a test when I destroyed a robot when it exploded. The other few that I blew up before that did not. So I don't really know, but I do believe it does have to do with me having the processor I have for one. But it's a very simple setup. I just attach this on the side of a thing. Because, like, when you have a simple slab, like this here, you will notice that the origin point is off to the side, like in a corner, like this. And when I put the rotator on just this piece, it rotates around this origin. So that's why I went ahead and added a piece here, here, and here so that the origin would stay in the center of this square. Then I edited the group and added this railing on the side. But it's very simple. I got this from the common flow control, possibly. On start node. I was messing around with these earlier over here. I probably done deleted them other than this one, the on and off for the light. When I shoot this, it is set to when it's hit, it will turn the light on here. Where did I get this on start node from? I can just type in on start. There it is. I can't tell you what group it's in then, but it's here if you type in on start. It just means when the game starts, this is activating, so I don't need like any other trigger or anything. And this is just a simple rotation node. that I got from the logic somewhere. Or you could just type in rotation. There's different ones. And I think we just used, or I just used this one, the actor rotation node. It makes me think I used something different. Rotate node is something different. I used a rotate node, yeah. I'm glad I looked at that a second time. Rotate node is what I used. So basically, this is going to start it. Inside this rotate node, though, I just changed the rotation of the z-axis, X, Y, Z, so the blue one, to 90 degrees so that it'll rotate 90 degrees. And I got it set into a ping pong, ease in and out. Duration is 10 seconds. And it's doing, I guess because it's the ping pong, it's like looping because it's going from here back and here and back, which I'll show. When it crashed, I was about to set up this person to be, so you would run over here, go to her, and activate a follower so that, or the following, so that she would follow you back across the platforming over here, just to have something else in the video, but it crashed, so I didn't set her up. So she's just going to be standing here while I test this out for the first time as we record everything. So this is just supposed to turn this light on here. It's a ground, or it's a area light. This is just for looks. But yeah, I wanted, so like, I got to the part where I wanted to add the kind of teeter-totter thing that I talked about, and there's not, I mean, there could be a way to create a movable joint when you drive upon it or whatever, but I may just end up using something like this that just rotates back and forth. Very simple to set up, and with it crashing at any point, and I never know when, because like I was just literally editing in the build menu with this person, and it just crashed all of a sudden. So I don't know. Ooh. Boot scooting it, boy. Boot scooting it. Yeah, I decided to build way up here though because it was too noisy down there. You can hear traffic and everything all the time, and it was distracting me. I wanted to build in silence, especially while I was working out things. When it got destroyed, I had this little spark effect activates. Just for fun, just because I was trying different things out. You can go up a little bit higher than I am right now, but I'm pretty much close as I could get. I mean, I could have went all the way to the top, but I wanted to, if I built something big, I didn't want to be like, it was, I don't know if the game would tell you that you're reaching the limit or not at the top. So, you know, I just went down a little bit below it. But it took a while to get up here with the mouse and everything. So this is probably a long fall. I feel like he's not yelling the whole time. That'd be annoying, eh? Yeah, there's the entire map. That is all of the out zone that doesn't have ground on it. Though you could probably build a platform and drive or be outside of it. I just haven't even tried that. The little square here is the actual map. And we are falling constantly. I don't know our velocity, but just showing you can get way up in the air and build stuff. So that wasn't like why I did it. I wanted to get away from the sound that was going on out here. So I tried to go like way over there and build, or way over there like out, and I could still hear things that was just like I don't want to hear the environment or anything really. So I can hear crickets sometimes. Where are these crickets? They're not up here, are they? They sound like it. Yeah. The hella fall, isn't it? Man, roll the credits. Like this is an intro scene right here, isn't it? You have the credits popping up on the screen and everything. Yeah. This whole contraption needs a lot of work. Uh, Before I can even really get building some of the stuff I would like to, I also need some more features in the build menu of things. Like wheels, for instance, would be cool. Because, like, if they make it where you can't mod vehicles in or whatever for whatever reason, or if that just comes at a long away time from now, should at least have put wheels in where you could build your own little vehicle. Just a little seat. You could be able to steer, to detect the controller movements of like left or right, and you can send that to a thing to turn the wheels left or right. You know, simple stuff. Simple stuff. I don't like the mover that I have in my uh, build thing though, because it's not listening to exactly what I have it done. As the freaking box is like it's staying on the ground. I can tell that's not going with the platform. And so I went into that platform group and I put a light on it because I wanted the light to light up the platform and go up with it. And it was not following in that group. It also stayed on the ground. I may have broke something in that when I was opening up things and I probably disconnected something at some point. I don't know. Or it's like that to begin with. I think it may be because on the video that I lost, uh, when I first messed with that platform, I noticed that you could trigger it from the ground when I was watching the platform go up. It went up to the next point, and I don't know why it was set up that way. But yeah, now that I think about that, it is a bit jank. If I did something simple like I did on the rotator thing up there, I could just make it move from point A to point B simply and not do anything confusing. And I could even have it ping pong where it would go back and forth on that path so that you don't just have the one shot and then you got to use the jump pad. But I don't know. I will jump in there and show that what I have done so far. But first, I wanted to see. Goodness, man, how long have I been falling? I mean, this is quite a bit of time, right? Quite a chunk of it. I mean, I feel like I've gone too far now. I have to go all the way down to hit the ground. Camera is very shaky as we're getting closer, though. It's interesting. Wonder if he gets closer to the ground, if he'll finally start hollering like he realizes he's not gonna have any legs anymore. Oh, there's the sound of the world. I guess I didn't have to go up as far as I did, but once I started going up, I just kept going. Man, this place seems so tiny from way up there. I mean, it isn't the biggest place ever, but from up there, it was like a speck. I could still see the platform up there. I'm interested if I'm even going to land on the map. It could be. It's like I'm right at the corner here. It's really too shaky to keep looking out there. It's really too shaky to look anywhere, but dang it, we have to see this through. It can't be any more boring than the story, you know? Actually enjoyed the story. It wasn't that. It just didn't breathe. It didn't take a break. There was no side missions at all either. Zero side missions. Uh, Chances of survival were very slim. Yeah, that was a good bit way down. We'll go check out the world that I've been building now. I said no OSHA people in here. I seen your hard hat. Dang, it looked like you fell a lot faster. Maybe you fall faster when you're ragdolling. I don't know. So these boats are not attached. I don't see that sticking off on this one. Same exact piece. Literally the same thing, because I copied this and put it here. I just eyeballed the lining it up. Same with here. That's why it kind of still goes under a little bit, but there's clearance underneath and above here, so it's fine. It's fine. Oh man, I almost walked off of this thing. I believe since that's a thing, it would push. It would push. Oh crap. That's not what we want. Let's exit to the start screen. What I'm also going to work out, okay, one way or another, is how to get this lady to get in the passenger seat. Now there's an asset that has where she gets in the car and drives away, okay? Something like that. There's some logic that's telling her to get in the car. So what I kind of took from it was it's this first of all, you got to have something like this that's like basically telling it to be an interactable kind of object, and this car, it's linked to this car. So this car is the vehicle actor here, and this is like set interaction object, right? So that's all she has right now, and it glitched out on me because at first she would still get in the car. I don't think she is right now though, is she? She's just standing there now. Yeah. So now she's not getting into the car. But she was still, and that's why I thought I didn't have the right, or I thought I still had the right thing and deleted whatever it was that I needed to look at. But I'll be able to sort it out. I do know that you can get in the passenger seat because when she was sitting in the driver's seat, it let me open that door up. If I could figure it out for one person, I could figure it out for like 3 or 4. Are there seats in the back of this thing? There are. I don't know if they would all hop in then. I would do something where you have a gang of people following you. And stuff like that. to go and try to take out something or do something. I've just turned this on today, so I want to check out. Just let me get a look at it again. Right, so what you've seen in the last video, nothing has been changed yet. But by the end of this video, I'm sure there will be differences. If everything goes well. Hopefully, I have something amazing going on at that point. Like, you know I'm going to have way more than this many enemies through here. This is just way too easy. Let's hit you with a grenade, sir. Right now, this is really the only place that you would run into a bunch of bots, is that one wall there. And I'm not trying to, like, for my first little project, I'm not trying to build something that's impossible or, like, expert level anything. Basically, this will be my starter to get something that you can start and there will be a complete on. From that, I will probably build something completely different after that. With this. I hope they add, like, animals and stuff in, or, like, alien creatures, since the main story kind of had, like, those weird alien type vibe going on with all the weird shit it did in the sky and everything like that. When I was watching that cutscene, I wasn't saying anything, but I was thinking, this looks so unrealistic, I couldn't stand it. Golly, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but I want to be honest. Like, I'm not saying it because I'm trying to be an asshole. I'm saying it because I really felt like, golly, man, that just did not work with everything else that was going on at that point. Everything kind of seemed kind of real, and I was getting immersed in it. And then I seen that, and I was like, they just threw shit out the window when they did that whole thing. Like, I did like the interesting... Oh, Shoddy, what's wrong? Gunshots? The gunshots scare you? Ooh, that's not good. Ma'am, do you never get over that? Because, see, if you don't, you're not going to follow me to the end. Like, if I had cleared the area... Ma'am. Ma'am! Ma'am, no. So I may have to use a different shoddy. A shoddy with a gun that will keep following and keep moving with you. If it's one that's unarmed, they're going to cower. That's okay. This shoddy was just a... she's just signed up to be... any kind of test I come up with, she said she would try out. And be at my side when it hits the fan. Ma'am, I believe it has hit the fan. You can move now. I don't remember her cowering last night, or maybe I wasn't paying attention. Oh, now she moves. Ma'am, no! No. like your hands were tied behind your back. They were not. Nobody tied you up. Oh my goodness. You had to make it look like you were thrown off of there, ma'am. You were not. Anyway, this lava does kill you instantly, right? Like, even if it's on the ground. Shit, I've been lying this whole time. Lava doesn't hurt you at all. At this point, what you would need is a health damager modifier and the zone to be stretched out in the same size. So it's just for looks. Just for looks! Get out of my house. Just for looks, seriously? So disappointing. I thought the lava was actually already had stuff on it. Logic. Almost said script. I always want to say script. Technically, I'm not wrong. So this is just, this is the lava, right? Yeah, it's just a collision. It's just a collision that looks like lava. It does nothing at the moment. Oh. Huh. Well, we don't need it. If you fall from this, you die from being too high up in the air. Anyway, so the lava, just for looks. Yeah, like these ugly cubes I had to place back here. Like these are, I guess, were okay. I kind of I wanted to hide their entryways here. But this back here was just a concrete pillar that I resized. Yeah, when that when this thing was stopping, this lift and flinging that car that way, I did think it was so fun and cool. But I was like, this is gonna suck for anyone that wants to try this. They are not gonna want to be flung. So I wanted it to make sense. If that makes sense. Just copy these. I feel like you just have scaffolding all the way up. And you know what this place is going to need? It's going to need a foreman somewhere. And an office. Shit. Give them one of them offices like we had on a concrete plant. We had this little... Shit. I bet you they have something like it, though. I'll show you it when I find it. One of those little bitty freaking metal buildings, you know. We also had a freaking like train car that we put all the extra stuff in if we ever had to do anything that wasn't what we normally did. We had a backup place for like that. When we had to do a job that wasn't our job, or like we weren't hired to do because we were the only ones that were going to be able to fix anything. When we needed it that day, we needed some stuff to do it, be able to do that type of thing. You know, you never know. Sometimes you need a cutting torch. Sometimes you need some shit you just wouldn't have thought of. You never know what's going to happen out on a job site. Safety first, ma'am. Technically, you should legally have a hard hat being up here. Okay? Technically, you could be on the ground and you still would need to be wearing a hard hat. Alright? Don't worry, OSHA is not here. Okay? Not in my game. Yet. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Try not to be ugly, you know. I mean, try to look like you're being built. You haven't become a giant skyscraper yet, you know. I don't know. I wanted the areas to make sense and not just be floating platforms, you know. However, with the little starter thing, I mean, it's kind of going to have that unless I built where it looks like you're taking an escalator up or something, which would be super cool. But on the first build, let's not do anything that's going to be shocking or mind blowing, you know? Just be like, oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah. That level. I just want that level. Okay. And really, you wouldn't really see none of this stuff down here unless you were looking for it. Like, this isn't what your eyes are going to be focused on. Had these not been here, you still may not care, but it's something that I'm just like, bro, let's give it some support or make it look like it has supports. You know, just to fill in that area down there. There's nothing going to be down here. So that's going to be fine. Even if I had my whole scene built, I would have to be doing stuff like I'm thinking about myself if I jumped into this game world blind. Okay. See there's a car here. I see there's a car here. Nothing tells me to go anywhere. She got in the car this time. Ma'am. What is your deal? So maybe it's not flushed out. I mean it's not. It's still beta. Probably will be for some time. But that I know that AI type stuff works because it worked in the main story. It should work in their build mode. So she's at least getting in the car, so there's a way to get it done. What I was trying to say before I need to get rid of this. Interrupted with any of that. I guess if I ran around and I seen this platform, I'd probably run on it, or I'd run straight over there to where that jump pad was. I don't have anything blocked off yet. Like, there's nothing that like definitely says you should go this way type thing. That's what I need to get, you know. Something like that. But I think I would add something like that after I've built like my contraptions and everything, you know. Function is always the priority for me in anything that I create. It needs to function, the parts need to work, or you even think about doing anything, alright? So yeah, I'm going to have to put some people on these pillars too. Just wanted you to be able to get your car up while people aren't shooting at you there. Like, I thought she would have turned around. She did not when I ran by. Which is kind of a decent thing. I could have them walking around randomly. You could set a path where you could have them follow that path so that they're not sitting still. But for this little first part here, I didn't want to incorporate that because I want you to at least have a shot of getting your car up to here. That could be the hardest and easiest part of the whole thing. Let me give it a go. Oh yeah, I already did give it a go. That thing is up there. Let's try this over here. It should be able to still get up here though, because I didn't change too much with it right here. But I think you would need to try to go at it rolling a little bit so that you're moving closer that way towards the platform. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't get up there. Shit, man, I just need to create like a lift for the car to go straight up on. But do I? The jump pad is kind of like, try your best. You're either going to make it or you're not, you know? And in play mode, you can... Oh, you can't hit restart here, but in play mode, you can hit restart and get another shot at it. I don't know why that gun's floating there. At first, I had it grouped with her. So, like, you could pick up the gun from her. But she would move and the gun would stay still. It didn't actually attach to her, just like the text didn't. And I put a little exclamation sign on her back. That also didn't follow her. Actually, I think it... no, it didn't. It stayed with the text. I was going to say I think it did, but you could only see it if you looked at it on one side. Like, it only had one face that was visible. The other one was, like, see through it. It did have that face like that, but it also stayed with the text. With the text, you could either have the text follow the camera screen. So, like, if you've ever been in multiplayer and walked around someone and you see their name, it still says their name, like, no matter what angle you're looking at them. You could have it like that. However, in the group with her, it was not staying with her character. So, I don't know why that happened, because I was pretty sure the first time I tried it, it did move with her. But it was looking blurry. Every time you would move, the text would blur. Was the only downside with it. Other than there wasn't very many fonts to pick from. I feel like on PC you should be able to use many different fonts. Also, this doesn't need to be way out here anymore. It's not going to do that. Oh, shoot. You'd have to open up this group and move this whole end piece here. Again. We'll crack this open. Either way, it stops right here, like... This is like it's supposed to be where its destination is, and that's supposed to be where, like, I thought it would start from. But I don't think it's been listening to anything I say with that. But that's how I understood it. We'll see if I move it this way, if it shortens the travel or not. Because if it does a little short thing, I'll have to let that get moved way back over there. Trial and error. Trial and error, shoddy. It's the only way to know if it's gonna work. You also didn't get in the car that time either. Oh, I gave it too much throttle that time. Get out the car. I'm trying to see if it stopped. Yeah, it still stopped in the same spot. Johnny! Johnny? Nay. You tore your shirt, ma'am. like getting a look at it from different angles, and I kind of get an idea of where I want to go with it. I do want to get that swaying thing. I wanted it to be like, it would have been cool if it like leaned to where you could have slid off of it. But tilting, I guess like a seesaw would also be cool. To be able to balance it, lift up, and you have to hit the gas to try to make it to the next upper part. If that makes sense. I didn't want it to just rotate freely for no reason, just to make you fall off. I wanted it to be like a balancing act to get up to the next part, man. Like a real platformer would have, you know? Or should have. And a vehicular one, definitely. And you get up there just to get into another gunfight. Pretty much. Yeah. Go up to a next part that would teeter-totter. However you want to say the rotation thing. It's the idea that I have for that. If I can get the rotation to work on I guess I'm gonna have to build a piece that's just like let me look at something on this platform. Were you turned into physics enabled? You just have collision. But this thing right here is the only thing going to you that is linked to the output that all of this contraption is doing. This being what it's acting all of this onto. So if you simply took, oh, don't do it like that. If you simply took this and linked it to, well, actually, since this is already set up, if you linked this output to anything other than this square here, it would do the same thing with everything that's just here. However, this thing is moving like this. Oh, that's why. Yeah, this freaking bubble doesn't move with it. I mean, it does in the group, but it's like her text. It's not following like it should be. That's why when I kept driving over here, it kept triggering this and moving it on to its next, to where its final destination would have been here. Because I would like to back this up. If I would have thought about it, would have backed it up to like right here to where this would have been where you would get off at to get your car on to just link to a lot of different things. Definitely link to something important there. I forgot I made this part of. I should still be in that group. I think I am. When I created that cube before, let me just delete that. Because it should have never been its own platform. I mean, it should have never been a platform with this. Should have been its own contraption. Let me build a new floor here. And we'll get a video ready to go. Okay. Curious if I just hit play. Well, I can't do it that way, actually. I think you still have to go to build creations. It would probably still do the same thing in play mode. It doesn't matter. We'll just do build, and then I'll just hit play up here. Bit different than what you saw last time, as it's nighttime now. Okay. And so, you know, if you saw the video, what I set that pin as. But I put the little mission objective thing here. When you pick it up, it puts up code, year Mind's Eye was released. You know? Giving you the answer without giving you the exact number. Just put like a little hint type thing there. Yeah, you see this light here. It doesn't actually follow the platform. It stays down on the ground for whatever reason. Stays down there. Oh man, I forgot I lowered that thing a little bit, and I guess it was too much. I think it crashed before I could test it. Huh? Yeah, I built I walled it off here. This is what I don't like. I need to go in and edit the light. It was also too bright on the, I can't even tell what's being pushed. Golly. They were the same on this, so I turned the light down on them. Also put that text there. The little healing thing. I didn't put anything out there yet, although I did move her over a little bit. And I stacked 3 walls here. Crap, I shouldn't have shot. Because now I'm going to end up... these are solid. Y'all should be shooting at this wall, definitely. Crap, I don't think I can close this door. Ooh, can y'all get up here? Actually, don't know. I haven't been able to test anything just yet. These are all people, so it should be okay. You can see I put a little plane of water here, so that it doesn't just look like you're looking at the ground. And I tried to concrete it off to make it look like a pool. But if you want a spot where I didn't do it perfectly, it would be over here. On this edge, I left it open. Right here. You can see the plane. Yeah, I need to fix this platform though so I can get the car up here. Oh yeah, I closed this off here. And I added a light, like... I added these little lights down here and I put one there. I was going to light it all up. Yeah, I don't want to shoot him and then blow him up because he will most likely end up crashing if I do that. At least it did in when I tried to test it out at one point. Let me just get this opened up. I think I have it closed. Also, I didn't have to use a timer. I could have used a delay node. There's a... I didn't know this existed. Or I probably would have used it, but... fine. Delay node. And then you can just set the same thing. I mean... whatever. You know, it's whatever. More than one way to do things most of the time. You... I don't know if it's you I need to raise up, or it could technically be... It could technically be this piece. But look. Don't crash everything. I ran through it a couple of times before I built the next part of it over there. Oh, crap. I don't know why this platform freaking hits the brakes right there at that point. And that definitely moved it in a way that I didn't want it. I just don't like how that freaking thing is working. Let me coast over here. I kind of did that a little bit smoother with the thing. We're just going to try to fly through this part. Good. All good. All good. Nobody saw anything. I don't think. Woo! I didn't know it would fly all the way out in the street or out of the airport there. Now I do. And we're gone away from that horrific mess. Yeah, this thing, the platform thing is whatever they did with her. They make it work or whatever. I've never understood it. I actually thought this out here was what the destination thing was, wasn't it? Huh? Possibly this. Although I didn't even touch this a while ago. Everyone watched what I did. I moved it down or whatever. Or up. Trying to fix it. And then all of a sudden it's going past it. Oh shit, what the hell did I feel like I hit something that time. No? Oh my goodness. Shoddy. Let me test that again. Test it to the brakes. I want you to know, if that label under 720 there says supercharged, which it probably does, that's a lie. I seen this car without a hood on it. Ah! Got a little wedged under there. Holy shit! How is it perfect now? Well, I mean, it's a little bit in, but that shit made no sense, bro. Everyone saw the changes I did. It didn't do anything. I try to make it up there again. I think as long as I stay over here right now, the way I have it built, they don't really notice. Chill. Here's where the other health thing is. What made me decide to build this ramp here was... Yeah, I forgot to put him there. He's the only one that kind of saw something he thinks. Curious why. I guess because she's turned around facing the wall. He's actually going to scout the area. Then he's going to go back, eh? Huh. It's just something he has already then. Yeah, that robot up there, I flew up there and destroyed him. And it crashed it, so that's why I was scared to blow these robots up. First it was the drone, now it's anything that explodes. I don't know, you know. It was fine. It was fine. Shit. Go around, go around, go around. Chill, chill, chill. Oh shit. Oh shit. I guess that side isn't safe. So that I can clear them out. Okay. This is what I meant by the little foreman's office, kind of. Kind of like it. It's a bit shorter, but kind of works. Oh man, I didn't even know you were like right there. Oh my gosh, they just come at you. Come on. Just trying to show stuff off. Right here that I've gotten up, the point I've gotten up to. Pretty much this area. Please don't crash my game. Blow up silently. Or something. We're still good. So what's weird about it, sometimes it can blow up things and it's fine. Other times I just don't know. Also, that duffel bag mission thing that I put down there is why there's a icon on the map saying go there. I guess I could have put one up here too. But this is pretty much it. There's some enemies right there, and then on the other side is when I was going to put the rotator on there. So I got to work that out, and then it crashed, so I'll add that next. I'm hoping within this week or soon there's another update to fix that performance for that. Okay, that's it right now, you know, at the moment. Adios.